Hey Red Belts. So I don't know. This is a normal video. Guess we'll get into warm up. So start running.
You get a shiver in the dark. It's raining in the park. But meantime, sound of the river, you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double fall time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places. But the horns, they blow in that sound. Way on down south. Way on down south.
Right.
London town.
Now, you're gonna be like, I don't know, orangutan, I guess? I don't know what these are called, but I do them.
You check out Guitar George. He knows all the chords.
Alright, and back to running.
But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing.
Tough, it's cold out.
If an old guitar is all he can afford, when he gets up under the lights to play his thing.
Alright, keep butts.
And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright.
Alright, skaters.
He can play the honky tonk like anything. Saving it up Friday night with the Sultans. With the Sultans on swing. And a crowd of young boys, they're fooling around in the corner.
And time. Ash Cry Form 9. Alright? You guys are going to get in your guard stance. Alright? You guys know the form? But just as a quick refresher, I'm going to do the whole thing right now for you guys. Yeah. Step, roundhouse kick. I don't want to go out of camera, but you should probably make those stances a little bit longer. Look, look, look. Chomp. Cup and saucer. Side kick. Alright. And that is AK9. Alright? So, what I want you guys to do is, we're working on explosive speed. So I want you guys to practice doing it by the phrase. Alright? So by the phrase means that you're doing all the moves for one attacker all in a row, alright? So, for example, the first moves, alright, it's chop, punch, low block, front kick, pump front kick, chop, alright? That's all one attacker, alright? There's one attacker right in front of me, alright? So, that's one phrase, alright? And then there's an attacker over there, alright? So then you spin, you chop punch, and then there's an attacker over there, and there's an attacker over there. So, I want you guys to practice that by the phrase, okay? The second that the phrase starts, you explode, alright? Mr. Marcano told me to think I have like little landmines on my feet, or like, you know, little bombs that the second I step, the second that they land, they explode and they launch my foot off the ground, all right? So that's how all of your moves should be, all right? So once the attacker's done, you settle, okay? So guard stance, the first attack, boom, 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 boom. I landed on, this is a step right here from my house. I landed on there because I exploded. I launched myself with those kicks, all right? So, yeah, you guys can practice while I talk, because I'm going to talk for a little bit. But as you launch, all right, think that you want to throw everything you have at them, all right? If you're in a war or something, all right, or if you have, like, you know, you're in some sort of battle, are you going to just, like, you know, pick up like a little bullet and just like throw it at them, or are you going to load it into a gun and shoot? All right? So you want to launch, all right? Go full force until you finish that attacker, all right? And after you land here, look around, all right? You've landed here, there's an attacker over there, and that's when you launch again, all right? And then you go boom, boom, and you finish the phrase going that way. Matt chat. So, self-image. Self-image is what you think of yourself, all right? What's your perception of you? So last week, we were talking about how, when people say good things to you, it causes you to work harder to want to maintain that status in someone's mind, all right? But the thing is, it really doesn't matter what people think of you, because what they think of you is completely different than what you think of you, who you actually are, all right? Many years ago, there was this man named Victor. His last name started with an S. I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to. His name was Victor, and he was a genius, all right? All his life, he was a genius, but he had no clue, because his teachers had told him to drop out of school, all right? His teachers said that he was never going to succeed, and that he should just leave school and get a job. So that's what he did. He got a bunch of odd jobs. I don't know, probably working in a factory was probably one of them. Probably cleaning up trash. You know, just jobs that are not suited for him, okay? And he always believed that he was stupid because a teacher, someone who he looked up to, told him that he was not smart, all right? And then someone told him that he was a genius. He has an IQ of 161, okay? All his life, for 37 years, he had no clue that he was a genius, all right? He still kept all of his thoughts. All of his genius thoughts were still floating in his mind. He didn't just forget about those. But he just didn't know that they were smart until someone brought that to his attention, all right? So once he knew that he had an IQ of 161, he became more motivated, all right? He started to believe in his own thoughts. He wrote novels. He continued to study, continued to learn. He's like one of the smartest guys in the world, all right? Yeah, and his knowledge could have been just like closed up and thrown away if he continued to believe his teacher, all right? So I want you guys to know that no matter like what someone says to you, no matter if you look up to them, if they're like, you know, if they're like I don't know, like the very top person of the world, I don't know, if they tell you something, it's not really a reason to give up, okay? Because you know that nothing is impossible. Oh, maybe some things are impossible, like, you know, magic. But it, like, you can do anything that, if you can see it, you can most likely do it, all right? It just takes hard work, all right? So, yeah. So don't let what people say trick you into thinking that you are who you actually aren't. We're moving on to self-defense. So, I want you guys to get in a horse stance, all right? Now, if you have a chair, you can get it, but I don't have a chair right now, and this is better exercise. So first, this is the chair self-defense. So someone's throwing a punch at you, you get out of the way, of course. You block, parry, and now, I see a lot of people step forward after they block, parry, and they grab the arm. But if you step forward, you're pushing against the person, right? The person's coming towards you, and you're going towards them. You're showing that you're stronger than them, all right? What you want to do is, you want to step back, all right? So, you block, parry, and now you want to take this leg, come around the chair, and step back and carry their arm all the way through, and then take their head, smash it into the chair, all right? So, I want you guys to focus on that kind of energy control, that kind of weight control, seeing where the weight is going and seeing how you can manipulate it to work for you rather than fighting against it, all right? So what I want you guys to do is self-defense. Someone is throwing a punch at you. You don't have very much time, all right, to act. So I think explosive speed comes into play into self-defense more than really anything, all right? So so get in your horse stance, all right, and have someone say go, or have someone count down, or you can even count down for yourself, all right? And just out of nowhere, I want you to boom, 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 all right? It's very, very fast, all right? And try and do it as fast as you can while maintaining that technique, all right? I want you guys to be super fast, but I don't want you guys to be inaccurate. I don't want you guys to sacrifice accuracy for speed, all right? So keep working on it. Slow it down if you need to, and then speed it up. But I really want you guys to launch, all right? The second you see that hand coming, I want you to just go, all right? Yeah. All right, so one thing that helps me visualize explosive speed is watching runners start at like some sort of marathon or some sort of race. They're all in some sort of position, and the second they hear that the you know, the little pistol fire off, the second they hear that, they launch. I don't know, they take off, all right? It's very hard to put into words, and I'm not very good at launching off like a runner. It's very hard to explain, but I'll probably throw a video at the end as an example. But I just want you guys to think about that as you do these self-defenses. You just react and go. To help with speed and exploding and reacting, I want you guys to get a partner, either like a sibling or a parent or someone, and they need a pillow. All right, so you're gonna be in your horse stance or in your chair, all right, and they're going to throw the pillow at you. All right, now the pillow, they might just like toss it a little bit just to, you know, so you can get used to stepping and blocking. All right, but as you get better at this, they're gonna speed it up. All right, they might even just full on like hold it like a baseball and just pitch it. I don't just I want you guys to work on explosive speed, all right? You will fail a little bit, all right? But that's part of challenging yourself, all right? So, again, self-image. You don't want one little failure to turn into a statement that says I can never do this, all right? It's a little setback, right? Every single time we do drills, I guarantee every single time we make mistakes, all right? So, I want you guys to know that even though it's one little thing, it doesn't have to be a huge ordeal that causes you to, you know, quit karate, to you know, give up on getting your black belt, especially because a lot of you are like this close, all right? So yeah. All right, so message to black belt candidates, those of you who are invited. The way things look, it looks like black belt test is going to be postponed. It's definitely not going to get canceled. You guys will still get the chance to test. I'm not really on the board of instructors that like decides this kind of stuff. I'm just learning this kind of stuff. Oh, I almost fell. I'm just learning this stuff like the same way you guys are, because I am testing as well. But just in case you guys didn't know, I think it's going to be postponed to sometime in the summer, maybe the fall. I don't know. But that just makes extra time, all right? So I want you guys to take advantage of this opportunity, because for my Kempo black belt test, all right, I didn't go through the Kempo program the traditional way. So when I was invited, it was 20 days before the test actually was. So I had 20 days to prepare for 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, all of the forms, all of the self-defenses, all of the sparring. I had 20 days to get that done, all right? Now, this time, yes, it leaves more time for anxiety to build, but right now I'm trying to use this opportunity as well to work more on push-ups, to work more on you know, keeping my my endurance at what it is, and making it better, because especially at this time, you don't want this COVID-19 thing to cause a decline in your skills, all right? It's a tough obstacle, but I saw a post, I think Mr. McCoy shared it. It says that tough times will pass, tough people don't, all right? So we'll still be around, all right? The COVID-19, that'll pass, all right? People will find a cure. It's going to be fine, but we still are doing the test, all right? So just keep that in mind. Don't let yourself slack off. Yeah, I just want you guys to know that everything will be good. You guys will still get the opportunity to test. Yeah, but keep working.